Peace, peace, peace. You see dead people, I see divergences. We are not the same. Confluence is king. Let's see if we can find it. February 25th. Oh my god, Bitcoin's up. Are we back? I mean, of course it's gonna go up after you lose 40% of its value in what? How many weeks? 6 weeks? Yeah. Never mind that drawdown there. Same thing. 35%, 40%. Okay. I mean, we gotta look for bottom signals, but I don't know if this is it. You know, I have this circle here because false breakouts have serious consequences. If you got into a short when that candle closed below that top line there, it would have never got stopped out, and you could have rode it all the way down with, you know, 3x, 10x leverage. I don't know. That's gambling in my opinion, 10x. What are you talking about, Dow? You're a terrible trader. But you love TA, and that's it. So we move forward. What you have to keep in mind on Bitcoin is the futures, right? You had your false breakout, your serious consequences, but we have a gap up here at 84K. Now, it's not out of the cards. At 84K, I would be looking to short it again, probably, but I'd be looking for some type of confirmation with divergence on the indicators. But again, I'm a terrible trader. I don't want to trade anymore. It's not that I can't win, I'm just tired of it. I have better things to do. Fucking worry about money. But whatever, we're here. Been studying technical analysis for 5 years full time. Nobody cares. So we move on. Ether, bro. Your zone is 2100 to 1700. Clearly, the price likes to move fast in between here. Sure, it could get out of the range, but for now, it's just, you know, a range. So here we are. 2000 breaks, look for 2152. That's it. I mean, we didn't even get to the bottom of the range. You got a possible hammer, bullish hammer. I don't know if Mr. T said anything on his State of the Union address last night. I don't watch it. I don't care for it. I don't do politics. We are the product. But anyway, I guess we could extend this. Let's go to the 4 hour. You know, you could extend this line here, which clearly it gets respected, right? Respect. Broke down and even got respect. Here we are again. We're either going to get rejected or we're going to flip it to support and go. And then you'd want to look for a confirmation here at 2100 before you really are convinced of some upside. You got the 4 hour 200 moving average, simple moving average coming in. About to reject the price action. I mean, the 200 on ETH on the daily is way up there at 3400. One step at a time, one piece of data at a time. That's what you're looking for right now. You want to see that level get flipped to support again, like it was here and here and here and here and here. See that? Till then, it's resistance. A possible resistance. Potential resistance. I mean, when the news is bearish, we typically get bullish. Shit, there's your 50. I don't have the 100. Let's put the 100 in real quick. Why not? And we'll make it, yeah, we'll keep it blue. It's my chart. I'll do what I want. So you got the blue is the 100. The 50 is red. What did that say? 50 week moving, yeah, 50 week. Okay, yeah, all right, that's different. Best analysis ever. 50 week. Ethereum may see further declines as the 50-week moving average is above the 100-week moving average. Well, that would be true. That's a death cross on minor moving averages. I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe the 50 will start making us get some upside as it crosses over the 100, but you could probably long Ethereum right now up to the 200 weekly, but I wouldn't do it until you see 2100 get confirmed. Yeah, I'm talking about, oh my god, best analysis ever. Well, I mean, look at it. Ethereum, here we are. 4-hour candle just closed. We're in the middle of the range. 2,000 psychological. But man, Ethereum didn't get that love that we were looking for this cycle. I mean, all mine got stolen, so who really gives a shit? It's not about what happens to you, it's about how you react to what happens to you. Look at that. You had possible bearish divergence on the 4-hour MACD, and it did not play out too well. You only got that downside, which is what? You got 10%, 9% downside. So we're gonna be looking for this to get flipped. I've said it before, say it again. This is what you want to see in order to be confident in some upside. And if that gets broken, your upside potential is probably 2639, 2785, then 3K psychological. Let's look at ETH futures, kid. Yeah, ETH futures. Great analysis, Dow. You have a gap up here at 2697. They say all gaps get filled. It's definitely a technical analysis indicator. See, I don't like all my moving averages. It gets it too busy, so we're going to take them off. Yeah, it's the best video ever. Got snow outside again. Just an analog man living in a digital world. A beach bum trapped in New England with arthritis. Yeah, it's great. I love it. Oh my god, shut up. Nobody cares. Monero, bro. I mean, we're looking at 355, 380. There's your 380, 375, 380 right here. If that breaks, you start looking up here in the fours for almost 500, but you know, one piece of data at a time. That's it. Cool. I mean, it's a green candle. I don't even remember what I'm talking about. Let's go to stablecoin dominance. This is the biggest indicator to me right now. If you've watched my previous videos with all other 5 people, you know that I'm watching this trend line, which is a demand line here. So the demand is coming in, and then we lost it, tried to test it as a supply line. but the supply was not there in order to make us go down. So it broke out and retested and confirmed, and here we are again. If we see a reaction to the upside, expect higher prices out of stablecoin dominance, which means that the money is flowing out of Bitcoin and Ethereum and into stablecoins. But once we lose this trend line, which is now a possible demand line again, and it turns it into a supply line, you could probably be confident in some upside in crypto, because stablecoins are getting dumped and the money is flowing into other tokens. Maybe Bitcoin. But then if you go look at Ethereum dominance, I like this now, because you got possible bullish divergence on the RSI. And it's retesting a falling wedge. I mean, Ethereum dominance. Let's look at, this is Ethereum dominance, right? So what we want to do is try to find confluence, that money is going to continue to flow into Ethereum, but where's it going to come from? Let's go to Bitcoin dominance. I think Bitcoin dominance is on a major breakdown watch right now. So if Bitcoin dominance loses and continues to trend downward, I mean, it's starting to trend downward. It has been the top in June of 2025, a low, a high, lower low, liquidation event when everybody and their mother lost everything they ever had if they weren't smart. But now you have a possible retest, a possible bearish retest of a major uptrend. I mean, if Bitcoin dominance starts to lose these levels here, especially 57.26, it is on like Donkey Kong. This thing will start trending down, money will flow out of Bitcoin into something which clearly looks like it could be Ethereum dominance, which would be great for Ethereum. I don't know what's going to happen. A little bit of confluence there. Here's total. Let's go to the 4 hour. I had a possible ascending triangle plotted. So false breakouts, serious consequences. If this comes down and retests that bottom line and we move to the top of the pattern, I'd be looking for a retest here again, because it's likely going to break out and have serious consequences, which, I mean, that would add some confluence to Bitcoin futures having a gap up at 84,500. I mean, that would take us there. Just analysis, bro. Don't get mad if it doesn't happen, but I don't know. First you got to break 2.3T. Take it one step at a time, one piece of data at a time. I'm gonna move this, extend this line out here because of that. Oh my god, it's too perfect. I mean, we're already starting to break it. I didn't watch Mr. T last night. Again, I don't like any of it. It's another possible bullish hammer at a support. So, you know, bullish hammers are reversals. Possible reversals. Anything can happen. Can't get mad if analysis does not stay true. However, TA gets respected every day, all the time. Small time frames, high time frames. Let's go to the DXY. On the 12-hour, I have possible bearish divergence plotted on the MACD. And if the DXY, like I've said before, the strength of the dollar matters. If the dollar pumps and goes up, assets are going to reprice to the downside because the dollar is getting stronger. If the DXY goes down, assets are going to reprice to the upside because the dollar is getting weaker. Therefore, your asset is worth more dollars. I'm not an economist. I don't want to be an economist. I just use the DXY to find confluence. So, you have major support, boom, boom. It's all local, you know, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of data on the DXY. But right now, locally, you have possible bearish divergence, and it looks like you might start getting follow through soon, which would be good for the markets right now. The dollar going down will make assets go up. Awesome, Dow. Let's go to the Dow. Is this going to be a bearish retest, or is it going to be another false breakout, fake out with serious consequences? False breakout, if we come back in and retest, I mean, there would be serious consequences. You would expect the heart line or the top of the channel, and even the heart line would kind of be confluent with this. One piece of data at a time. I got alerts. I'll let you know what happens. I got a lot going on today. I was going to go do the driveway, but I figured I'd do this first. My mind on my money and my money on my mind. Oh my God, nobody pays me to do this. Look at this. The SPY just gapped up over that possible resistance. They're not letting this thing fall yet. The market maker. So you're going to want to see a confirmation, maybe a dip down to fill that gap, and maybe it'll reconfirm and go. I've always been saying it. I need upside to convince me of upside. This looks very weak. It looks like signs of distribution. From a technical perspective, however, that 4-hour 200 simple moving average is acting as support quite a bit now, so you know, sometimes you have to zoom in. I mean, look at how the 4-hour 200 was respected here lately. Here. I mean, like I said before, and I'll say it again, best analysis ever. Sometimes TA gets thrown out the window, you know. You can have a news-driven catalyst or something like Mr. T speaking, and I don't know. He could have said something that just made markets go up. He also says things that makes markets go down. Masters of war. So now, ES1, we're going to be watching that level. But you have quadruple bearish divergence. Possible quadruple bearish divergence. Now think of the ramifications. Hear me out. If quadruple bearish divergence does not play out, we will see a parabolic move to the upside. Let's just put it that way. When the technicals are screaming a certain direction and they don't play out, that means in this case the bears diverging, the bulls can't push it higher, right? So the bears are trying to push it lower, but when the bears can't do it and they try and try and try, I mean, a lot of upside if it does decide to break. One piece of data at a time. Right now, we're looking for a break of 69.52. Cool, move on. Let's go to the NASDAQ. Breaking out of a supply line. Another gap right there. This is awesome. I love TA. Do you? Still watching this level. We need to flip it. Put an alert up above it. See what happens. But clearly this is a real level and it needs to be treated that way. What else? What else? I think I had some data on the NAS, nasty NAS 100 too. It's the same shit but different. You know, you had a breakout of a supply line and you have a possible retest of a supply line. Boom. Broke out, retest, and now it's trying to get follow through. The only thing I don't like about this here is the way it looks like a fractal of that. And what happened after that? You lost 30%-ish. It's not perfect. So this could be resistance. 25,732 could be resistance. Anywhere between 25,732 and 25,843 could be resistance. And then you have that 26,245, 257, whatever. Nobody cares. Let's go to gold. It's a nice 3 days here. You had a possible ascending triangle making higher lows. You broke out and we retested. The longer this holds, the more likely we are going to break out. Measured move is from the widest part of the ascending triangle, and you would take that, go to the breakout. It's right there, and that would be your measured move. It would put us at either all-time highs or that top there. That's it. Just the waiting follow through. But remember, false breakouts, serious consequences. If this starts to fall back into the pattern and retest bearishly, and then fall and retest bearishly, expect the serious consequences. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't act like I know what's going to happen because it's just analysis, bro. Don't get mad. Palladium on the daily was on major breakout watch last night, and it looks like it's just breaking, and today's candle close is going to be crucial. You would want to see it close above 1790. If you've watched my previous videos with the other 3 people, I appreciate it. You would have seen this. Platinum, bro. Platinum looks the same as palladium, really. It's on major breakout watch. This red line is the old all-time high. That's why I made it. You know what? Let's put another one in right here for that other high. And let's get all the way back. See where we are. Ideally, you would like to see a candle close above 2308. Got a little while. Get these candle closes over here too. You'd want to see the candle close there. Last time it closed above that over here, it immediate follow through to the downside. I mean, it's just analysis, bro. Don't get mad. Learn to do it yourself or trust someone else's. Those are your only two options. I decided to learn it myself. Starting to go positive on the MACD. He had a little horsey named Paul Revere. I don't know, every time I think of MACD, I think of Mike D. What else? KGC just filled a gap. It's a gold miner corp. Filled a gap at the top of a rising wedge. If this breaks out to the upside, you will see fireworks. Look at, it's already in price discovery, meaning it's over its all-time high from January of 1996. If I had the damn sun meme, I would just put it up right now. But that's your weekly. It does have possible bearish divergence, but if bearish divergence doesn't play out, you will see a massive move to the upside. Patiently waiting. Look at PLG. I called out a bullish hammer at support the other day, a couple days ago in my Discord. By the way, I started a Substack at DowJonez with a Z. Follow me. Maybe you'll get an update there or something if I care to do it. Oh my god. PLG has broken out and now it's trying to back test this line here again. Clearly it's real. Go to the 4 hour. Look at that. Here we are again. Testing the 4 hour 200 simple moving average as support. If we lose it, expect 220. If we hold it and metals keep running, I'm going to go out to the weekly. It's speculative, but sure. Look at the weekly on this. Might take a year or two, but man, look at the monthly. From a technical standpoint, this is a dollar cost average and chill, DCA and chill. I mean, the monthly is just about to, it bounced right off the 9 moving average, and I was in a leverage trading group. Let's backtest this idea right now. I was in a leverage trading group, you know, where you would trade lower time frames, and they would say use the 9 moving average, and if it's above the 9, stay in it, or below the 9 if you're short, stay in it. Well, let's go to the 1 hour. If you find some form of, a double bottom, whatever, and then it gets above that 9, which is the purple line, by the way, stay in it while it's above the 9. As soon as it gets below the 9, look at where it sells off. Okay, sure, it could get back over. I mean, it's a low time frame. Alright, let's go to the 4 hour. It's not perfect, but you can see, I mean, look at this run right here. Every time it gets to the 4 hour, it just, the 4 hour 9 moving average, the 9, ask the 9. Now we're above the 9, we're above the 200 on the 4 hour. That's nice. Let's go to the daily. Look at how it respects the 9 all the way up. Once it loses it, it's almost like other people use this as well for a certain type of analysis. Shit. Best analysis ever. I am gold. Bro, don't you know that? I am gold. This thing's going to 2383. Reassess from there. I already have an alert at 24, so I'm gonna leave it. What else? What else? Those short tokens didn't play out too well. It's okay. Small, proper position sizes. If you know how to chart silver, you would have expected it to go up. Therefore, the short tokens are going to go down. AGXPF broke out of a falling wedge. And there's that retest awaiting follow through. I mean, shit, you could probably put a stop loss at 75 cents and take your chances with a small amount of money. To you, your risk tolerance is your risk tolerance. It's not mine, bro. So, a falling wedge, possible support. I don't know. Just saying, bro. Get Bitcoin. Let's look at some of the crypto miners real quick. Let's look at MicroStrategy. Got freaking murked after it painted the McDonald's sign. Gotta love it. Can't make it up. See this top here? Well, that's the orange line. So you're on major breakout watch and it's starting to break out. You would think if it breaks out, you're gonna go to 173.85. What's 173.85? Just some tops over here. Price moves fast up to that level. Probably want to start at 150 though. Take profit at 150. 173.85. And that's it. Mara. Yeah, I mean, there's some possible upside in these crypto miners. We'll adjust this a little bit. So for now, we are springing. And we're going to want to look for a back test to enter. Or this. Probably want to wait till 10 bucks. See 10 bucks get broken and retested as support. Psychological. People might take profit at 10. Let's go to HIVE. I mean, that 3 rise and valleys was beautiful. Played out very well. Oh my God, who cares? If you find value in my analysis, I really appreciate you tuning in with the other 3 people. I hope you have the most blessed day ever. I gotta go shovel some snow and go to massage therapy. Don't get in car accidents, it's not healthy. Have yourself a beautiful day. I'll be around eventually. Peace, love, and lending liquidity automated market maker algo. God, that sounds awful. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.